Beneath the rising sun, where golden fields stretch into the horizon and farmers walk the same paths their ancestors once did, a silent revolution is taking root, one that doesn't rely on brute labor or seasonal guesses, but on algorithms, sensors, and a new kind of intelligence. From farm to future, how AI is feeding the world is not just a glimpse into modern agriculture, it's a story of transformation, urgency, and hope. With the global population set to surpass 9 billion by 2050 and natural resources dwindling, the question of how we feed the future has never been more pressing. Enter artificial intelligence, not as a cold, calculating machine, but as a powerful ally that is rewriting the rules of how we grow, distribute, and consume food. At the heart of this transformation are the farms themselves, many of which are turning into high-tech ecosystems. Traditional guesswork is being replaced with precision. AI-driven drones now fly over crops, capturing ultra-high-resolution images that can detect plant diseases or pest infestations before they are visible to the human eye. These drones don't just observe, they act. Equipped with AI algorithms, they analyze patterns in real time and deploy targeted solutions, whether it's spraying nutrients on undernourished crops or releasing beneficial insects to combat pests naturally. This micromanagement of large-scale farming isn't just efficient, it's revolutionary. It reduces chemical use, protects the soil, and ensures healthier, more abundant yields. Below the surface, AI-powered sensors are embedded in the soil to monitor moisture, nutrient levels, and root health 24/7. They relay this data to central platforms that process millions of variables in real time. Imagine a farmer in Iowa receiving a phone notification saying, Section B3 needs 3% more irrigation tomorrow morning at 5:45 a.m. for optimal growth. That's no longer a futuristic dream, it's happening now. These intelligent systems not only save water but also help crops thrive in changing climates, preserving harvests that might otherwise be lost to drought or flood. And it doesn't stop at the field. AI is redefining livestock management, too. Cameras and sensors track each animal's health, behavior, and diet. Algorithms identify subtle changes that may indicate illness long before symptoms are visible, allowing for early intervention. The result? Healthier animals, reduced antibiotic use, and more ethical farming practices. AI also helps optimize feed mixtures, monitor breeding cycles, and even predict the best time for milking, all contributing to a more sustainable food supply chain. Once harvested, crops and produce enter a supply chain that has long been plagued by inefficiencies and waste. Here, too, AI is stepping in as a game changer. Predictive analytics, driven by historical data and real-time trends, now help distributors forecast demand with uncanny accuracy. This means fewer tomatoes rotting on shelves, fewer truckloads of produce left unclaimed, and fresher food for consumers. AI also improves logistics. Self-driving tractors and autonomous delivery trucks are beginning to enter the scene, navigating optimal routes and minimizing fuel usage. It's a smarter, cleaner system from soil to supermarket. In urban centers where vertical farming is gaining ground, AI is the core operating system. In these futuristic farms, leafy greens grow under LED lights in climate-controlled towers. Here, algorithms manage every variable, light, temperature, humidity, and nutrient levels, to grow food that's fresh, local, and free from pesticides. These AI-managed farms can operate in the heart of cities, shrinking the distance from farm to table and slashing the carbon footprint associated with transportation. The result? Cities that feed themselves, efficiently and sustainably. Even in developing regions, where smallholder farmers face steep challenges, AI is creating new opportunities. Mobile apps powered by machine learning are offering localized weather predictions, market prices, and planting recommendations in local dialects. AI chatbots, accessible even without internet, provide 24/7 support, helping farmers make informed decisions about what and when to plant, how to treat ailing crops, and where to sell for the best prices. This democratization of data is leveling the field, empowering those who've long been at the mercy of climate and market volatility. But beyond the farms and the supply chains, AI is also reshaping how we eat and think about food. Machine learning models are analyzing our eating habits and health metrics to create personalized nutrition plans. AI-driven recipe apps adjust ingredients based on allergies, goals, or even what's in your fridge. Food manufacturers use AI to develop plant-based alternatives that mimic the texture, flavor, and nutrition of meat, helping to shift dietary habits toward more sustainable options. In essence, AI is helping to make better food choices easier and more accessible for everyone. Of course, with great power comes great responsibility. As AI becomes more entrenched in agriculture, ethical considerations emerge. Who owns the data generated on farms? Can small-scale farmers afford the technology, or will they be left behind? How do we ensure that AI supports biodiversity rather than monoculture? These questions are not easily answered, but they are being asked by policymakers, technologists, and farmers alike. The goal is not to replace human knowledge, but to augment it, to blend centuries of agricultural wisdom with cutting-edge innovation. What makes this AI-driven future so compelling isn't just its efficiency, it's the possibility of harmony. A harmony between technology and tradition, between abundance and sustainability, between feeding the world and nurturing the planet. It's about growing smarter, not just more. And that's the essence of the journey from farm to future. As the sun sets over fields pulsing with data instead of just wind, and tractors hum with code rather than just engines, one thing is clear: the future of food isn't just being harvested, it's being engineered. And with AI as both steward and strategist, we are sowing the seeds of a world where hunger is history and innovation is ripe for the picking.